Hi, and welcome to the ITC Geeks. My name's Trapper Hallam, and in this video, we're going to talk about how to join a Teams meeting and the settings in the lobby. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is find the link to our meeting. I'm going to use Schoology for this example, and I can see right here there is a demo class meeting link that I need to get into. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. This link can be in many places. You could find it in an email, you could find it on a web page, you can find it in Schoology and or in Teams. So there's lots of different places, but wherever it is, go ahead and find that link and click it. Okay, in this box, or this window I should say, you're going to get a couple choices. I've chosen to have it open up into Teams on the desktop, and that's important. And that's the one that you should choose. So that option is right here if you haven't initially tried it. Now we recommend not doing it in the browser because you don't always get the best experience. The far better experience is to do it in the desktop. So let's go ahead and click that and have it pop open Teams. Okay, our meeting's opened up and now we're in the meeting lobby. So in the meeting lobby, there's a couple of things that you want to take a look at before you join your meeting. So if you look at the screen here, you can see, hey, there's me on my camera. You want to make sure that that's functional. You want to see that you see your face there. And we'll show you if you don't see it, or if you want to use a different camera, I'll show you where that's at in a second. But looking at the lobby from left to right, the first thing we probably want to take a look at is if we have our camera on or off. And there's a toggle switch. You can see I've toggled my camera off, and then I can toggle it back on. So that'll verify if your camera's working. Next to that, you can adjust your background filters. If we click that option there, we should get a little box on the side here that's going to show us pre-installed filters. And so this will be the stuff that blurs out your background if you don't want to see this stuff on the side here. You can go with a blur, you can go with one of the pre-installed ones, or you can even add a new one if you like. You can see I have some customized ITC Geeks ones here. Okay, so choose your filter as you like to have it. And then the last little bit that you have to pay attention to is if you want your computer audio, which you probably do because that means you can talk to the people in the meeting. You can also choose room audio, which it's probably pretty rare that you're going to be involved with a room that has a team setup in it, or you don't use your audio at all. So that would be if you don't want to be heard and you're just kind of viewing in on the meeting. But we're going to go ahead and choose computer audio. Now, in this part, we're not going to go into great detail, but you should be able to scroll over here to these little slider bars and it'll tell you which mic and which speaker you're using for this meeting. By default, if you have nothing connected to your computer, it's going to be the computer's speaker and mic. If you have a more elaborate setup, or if you have a different camera or anything else, you can click on this option here and it'll open your device settings. Under the device settings, you can choose the speaker that you want to use. You can also choose the microphone that you like to use, but in most cases, it's just going to be the one that's on your laptop that comes built in. So with all of those things checked, we can join now into our meeting. So let's do that now. Okay, so we're in our meeting. One last little bit. I want to show you what it looks like if you are coming in the browser. And I also want to use that as an opportunity to show you what it looks like to be admitted into the meeting. Because depending on the meeting settings, the owner of the meeting may want to keep you in the lobby until they approve you into the meeting. So let's take a look at that now. Okay, here we are. I've opened up another link to the meeting, the same meeting, and you can see here I've got the same choices as I had before. This time, because I'm already using Teams for the other meeting, I'm going to go ahead and use the browser. So I'm going to click Use Browser, and you'll see what that looks like and how you have a different experience with the browser. So now that the meeting's opened up in the browser, you can see that the interface looks a little bit different. You still have some of the main options here. You can turn your camera on and off. You can turn your mic on and off. And then you can also click here to get to those device settings. And you can see which ones we're actually using for this part. If I go ahead and, as an amazing guest, join this meeting, what you'll see here is we're going to get a message that says, someone will let you know when you're ready to come into the meeting. So if we go back to our other invite, you'll notice right away that it says, hey, amazing guests would like entrance into your meeting. Would you like to view the lobby, or would you just like to admit them? And so that's what it looks like if you're held up in the lobby because someone's go ahead and said, hey, we'd like to admit you one by one. All right. With that being said, I think we've covered and showed everything that it looks like to join a meeting and what that looks like getting in. So hopefully you learned something new. If not, it was a little bit of a refresher. And until next time, we hope the best for you. We'll see you in the next video.